welcome back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show right here in your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.
And remember, our goal is always to guide you to personal and financial wellness.
Well, you're here with Don Gatling and the other Don. That's right, Donnie Tuttle with Southwestern Consulting. One of the largest coaches firm in the world, but more importantly, he is my personal business and personal coach and psychiatrist at times. But that's what a good coach is. So today on our show, and we'd love you to join us. Again, go to donandgino.com. There's so much, a wealth of information, a lot of great interviews with some of the best professionals in all of Santa Clarita. In fact, we put them all together in one place for you. Because if you need, let's just say you happen to need a trust attorney, you need a college planner, you need a financial planner, an insurance planner, you need a divorce attorney. We've used them all. Hint, hint. So we put them all together in one place because they are the best of the best. We've interviewed them over and over and over for 7 years, and it's called America's Professional Resource Group. That's right, America's Professional Resource Group. You can find them all at aprgi.com. That's aprgi.com. These guys are the guns. In any department you need, reach out to them. So today, we're working with you. Remember, our goal, Gino and I, from day one, our slogan is to guide you to personal financial wellness. And that could be talking about finances, of course, talking about the housing market, talking about how to get you into a home, how to refinance a home, how to pay for your college planning, how to consolidate debt, bankruptcies, foreclosures, all that stuff. But on the other side, we've also brought in consultants and people that can help guide you to personal wellness, because financial is part of it. If your financial house is not in order, then your life is in order. We all know that. That's stress. The other part of it is your personal wellness. And I invest in my personal wellness and my business development and my personal development all the time, whether it's books or books on tape or reading articles or talking with friends or talking with mentors or hiring a business and personal coach like I did with Southwestern Consulting and Donnie Tuttle. And he's with us today. Flew all the way out from Salt Lake City to spend the day with me. So thank you, buddy.
Yeah, you got it. And we had to get you someone because you were still doing books on tape and there was just no place to put those doggone tapes anymore. So
yeah, that's true. I use Audible now.
Okay, yeah, Audible. Yeah,
I am dating myself. Yeah, the 8-track tape doesn't fit in there.
Yeah, no, not anymore. But love being here. You know, just it's not sunny. I expected it to be sunny.
How about that? Yeah.
All of you Valencians, Californians, I know that you probably hate the guy. I'm from Florida originally.
So you know sun.
It's the same. Yeah. It's the same thing.
So today we were talking about Donnie Tuttle, and he's my coach, but also he's got great stories. He's a real person with a real life, and is taking on that role of life on purpose like no one I've ever seen. And you've done that with your entire family. He has 8 children. That's right. And they're all his. They aren't just being dropped out of his front door, and he's like, gosh, another one.
It happened on purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a part
I
of
tease
him
like, you know how that happens, right?
Yeah. I won't give you my comment.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Friendly.
So anyways, Donnie Tuttle is going to share a great story where he has literally picked up his family and chose to travel all over the place. I mean, right now you've traveled a good portion of the United States with your tribe. I love how you call them your tribe. Explain that whole thought process and where that came from and some of the places you've been. And it's a good story. You got to listen. This is fun stuff.
So, I've got to give my wife definite credit on that. And most people think that she's like the conservative one, and I'm this fly by the seat of your pants. And I think I am, but in terms of this was probably all her. And but we started talking, and we met each other. We had all of our 8 children, all in the same town of Gainesville, Florida. Fighting Gators, for those of you who are from there. Went to college, did all of the professional stuff. And we got to a point, it was a couple of years ago, where we were about to go through the whole Christmas thing and buy all these gifts for 8 kids, right?
Right.
And we were thinking, guys...
Toys R Us are closing. You can just take over one of the stores.
That would work now, yeah. We were like, well, guys, our kids had never seen snow. And we lived in Florida, and so we were like, do you want to we'll do the gift thing, or how about we just go get a place all the way up at the top of America and chase some snow? And of course, they wanted that. And so our journey began. We had an awesome week, no gifts. And we realized that it was a part of the revelation that the stuff was actually more clutter in our lives, and that suddenly, like, the experience that we had there was second to none. And we were like, well, we want more of this, and is it possible? And of course, Southwestern Consulting opened the doors for me to be able to do that. They don't.
Because obviously you can coach from anywhere.
I can coach from anywhere. Now the interesting thing about us is I still have to sell coaching. So about half of my job is I do the job I'm coaching people to do. So I'm not just
It helps when you walk the walk.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
And but it's not, traveling from place to place isn't the easiest thing to do, and do that. But we sold everything, and I mean everything, gave it away. You're going to kill me. We are purposely homeless, Don. So we don't have a mortgage. We don't, like, all of the things that you advise people to do. Like, we're not doing those things.
Yeah, this is what our show's about today. We're teaching how to be homeless.
Yes, homeless. But
it's okay.
What we do is we stay in vacation home rentals for 2 to 4 months at a time. And really, we have just kind of picked places on the map that the kids want to see, that my wife or I want to see. And we started all the way at the coast and went to New England and into Maine, which I loved Maine. And then down into Idaho.
You're in the summer months, though, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, beautiful in the summer.
So you have choices.
Yes, and then we were staying at a ski resort in the summer. So, but it's still
beautiful.
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah,
streams and waterfalls and all of those things.
Oh,
and
nice.
then then Idaho, then Washington, and then another place in Washington, and now we're in Salt Lake City. And within a couple of months, we're actually going to all fly to. My wife says Mexico. I'm saying South America. I want to be in South America with the whole tribe. And the whole hope is really there's 2 words for us. And this is going to sound so counter to everything that I teach. But why do you do this? Because I'm big about knowing why are you doing what you're doing.
Know your why. We'll talk about that. You're teeing it up.
But ours was why not? Why not? It just seemed like fun, and it felt like I'd love to do this with my kids right now. And technology's never, like, this has never existed, this opportunity ever on the face of the planet. 10 years ago, it didn't exist. 50 years ago, it sure didn't exist.
Right.
And so now we're meeting awesome people, and I've met lifelong friends, and you know, it's and the kids are experiencing different cultures, and it's yeah.
So
it's
what's kind of cool is that you are following your other thought process you tell me to do and others do, but you did something that a lot of people don't do. They just talk, and you took action. It's hard to take action sometimes. We're creatures of habit. You could have easily stayed very comfortable in Gainesville, Florida, with your tribe.
Business would have been much better. It would have been much easier. I mean, it
Sure.
just was. But for us, the cost of staying in the same thing was too great. And we would much rather have sacrificed that cost. And I don't think sacrifice is always necessary, but we're much more willing to do away with that and stretch out to the possibilities. And the possibilities it's just been so rewarding.
That's another thing. I mean, I love these. These are pearls of wisdom that we're going over today on our show. Remember, this is Life on Purpose. This is my business coach, Donnie Tuttle, sharing with you, his story. Just because a lot of us just think this is just the way it has to be. And Donnie opens my eye. In fact, he's trying to help me after 31 years. And we're going to tee that up later. 31 years of being in my industry and learning what I've done. He's helping me build my legacy, leave my legacy, not leave all that I've learned just behind. And you're helping me with that. I'm like, and you're like, people don't do what you do. You need to share.
I call it the life of the box. And so most of us, Don, we wake up on a box, right? We stand up, we tap the box, we walk out of our box into another box and pull our food out of a box, jump into a box on wheels, go to another place where we spend our entire day in another box, and you just wash, rinse, repeat, and it's the same thing over and over again. And what happens
never looked
is
at it that way.
very, very, like I feel like many of us are zombified. We're not really, we're not alive to what's around us. We're not really examining what we're doing and why we're doing it. And so when you say life on purpose, that's what I'm
and you
thinking.
bring that out. And this is why I'm going to implore you, and we're going to go over it. We have a second half of the show talking about some of these steps, these small changes that can change your life. And I don't care who you are. I don't care how great your life. All of us want a better life or want to change for the better in some ways, whether it's to help more people, help yourself, be a better person, reach your goals. a coach or a mentor or an accountability partner, whatever you want to call it, can change your life. Donnie, you've opened my eyes to so many things that would have not. I would have just got stuck in and believe me, I work 12, 14-hour days. Easy to get stuck in that, where you just wake up, and, rinse and repeat. But you've opened my eyes to a lot of things. So please stay tuned. We got such a great second half of the show, going over life on purpose with Donnie Tuttle with Southwestern Consulting, one of the biggest coaching firms in the nation, my business coach. And we're going to go over some really good pearls of wisdom for you. Plus, this clip we're going to play will move your life. I'm telling you, don't go away. We'll be right back.